Have you ever been in a car that almost crashed, and in that split second, everything felt slow? The sound stretched, your thoughts became crystal clear, and somehow, in a moment that lasted less than a second, it felt like time itself had slowed down. But what if that feeling wasn't just in your head? What if fear actually changed how fast you experience time? Under normal conditions, your brain processes reality at a steady pace. But fear flips a switch. The moment your brain detects danger, it activates the fight or flight response. Adrenaline floods your system, your heart rate spikes, and your brain shifts into survival mode. Think of it like switching your phone from normal mode into slow motion recording. The world isn't actually moving slower, but your brain is suddenly capturing more detail per second. Sounds feel sharper. Movements feel exaggerated. Your thoughts feel faster. So, when you look back on the moment, it feels like it lasted longer, because your brain recorded more information than usual. Studies in psychology suggest that time perception depends on how much information your brain processes. In calm moments, your brain filters out unnecessary details. But in fear, it does the opposite. It absorbs everything. Your amygdala, the brain's fear center, sends emergency signals that heighten awareness. This increases neural firing, meaning your brain processes more frames per second, almost like increasing the frame rate of a video. That's why people in dangerous situations often say things like, "I could see every detail," or "My life flashed before my eyes." Time didn't slow down. Your brain sped up. Now imagine if fear didn't just change perception. What if time itself physically slowed down whenever you were scared? In those moments, you'd gain precious extra time to react. Dodging a car, catching yourself before a fall, making perfect decisions under pressure. But there's a cost. If time slowed down during fear, every traumatic moment would feel longer and more intense. A few seconds of terror could feel like minutes. Pain would stretch. Panic would linger. Fear wouldn't just protect you, it would trap you. If fear controlled time, people would start avoiding fear at all costs. Anxiety disorders would become unbearable, because constant fear would stretch reality into slow, exhausting moments. Risk takers, on the other hand, might exploit it. Soldiers, firefighters, and extreme athletes could experience superhuman reaction times, living in slow time while the world moves normally. But everyday life would feel unstable. A sudden noise, a close call, an awkward social moment. Each could stretch time unpredictably. Life wouldn't move forward smoothly. It would lurch between fast and slow. Here's the mind-blowing part. Your brain already does something close to this. Experiments show that people exposed to sudden danger don't actually experience time slowing down in the moment. Instead, their memories of the event become denser. When they recall it later, it feels longer than it was. In other words, fear doesn't slow time. It rewrites how you remember it. Your brain edits reality after the fact, making danger feel bigger, longer, and more significant. So you never forget it. This distortion exists for one reason: survival. If your brain made fear moments forgettable, you'd repeat dangerous mistakes. By stretching those moments in memory, your brain ensures they leave a mark. That's why embarrassing moments, near accidents, and traumatic events feel so vivid, even years later. Your brain is saying, pay attention, this mattered. You'd gain sharper reactions, deeper awareness, and maybe even superhuman reflexes. But you'd also live longer inside your worst moments. And maybe that's why evolution chose perception instead of reality. Because slowing time feels powerful. Until you realize you'd be stuck inside fear, longer than you ever wanted. Be honest. Would you want time to slow down when you're scared? Or would you rather fear pass as quickly as possible?